Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and Gavin support Zuma's music. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Former voice coaches, Gwen Stefani and husband Blake Shelton, aren't the only ones encouraging Gwen's 16-year-old son's musical talent. Now Gwen's ex-husband, Gavin Rossdale, is also weighing in on his middle son's musical talent. The Bush frontman sat down with US to gush about Zuma, who recently took the stage at stepdad Blake Shelton's Old Red Bar in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. Zuma's begun recording. He's out of control, Rossdale told us. I'm not even the best singer in my house anymore. While Rossdale's career has focused on rock, his son's musical tastes seem to line up more with stepdad Blake Shelton. At Zuma's most recent performance, the teen paid homage to 90s country, belting out Sold, the Grundy County auction incident, by John Michael Montgomery, and even tipping his black cowboy hat to Shelton by performing Old Red, Blake's 2001 song that inspired the name of his bars in Oklahoma and Nashville. And that's fine with his dad. I'm really careful to not push. I take pride in listening to what they're doing and not sharing anything I'm doing, Rossdale said. Yeah, 'cause it's much more healthy. Zuma Rossdale gives his dad musical critiques. While Gavin Rossdale may not critique Zuma's musical style, the same can't be said in reverse. What happens with me, though, in my house? They'll play their songs. What they're doing, Rossdale told us. But when Zuma comes into his dad's studio to check out what he's recording, it's a different story. He's listening to it, and he's giving me the poo face, and he goes, You're not putting that out, are you? Rossdale said, laughing. I said, well, I was thinking about it. Is there something particularly wrong with it? Zuma pulled no punches, saying, Machine Head is legendary. I don't know about that, and then leaving the room. He destroyed me, he killed me, Gavin laughed. Stepdad Blake Shelton also gets lessons from Zuma. Zuma Rossdale is working hard to develop his own style. And while he's leaning into country music, stepdad Blake Shelton say he's not the one doing the teaching. In a recent appearance on Taste of Country Nights, Shelton said Zuma works on his music every day. Zuma will spend about 20 minutes, him and his guitar, Shelton recounts. It's not me showing him stuff. It's him showing me stuff, he continued. Have you heard of this artist? Listen to this song. It's almost every single day, the country star enthused. I love it. I can't wait till I get home. Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and Gavin Rossdale unite for a shared cause, supporting son Zuma's musical dreams. In a surprising and heartwarming turn of events, three of music's most recognizable figures, Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and Gavin Rossdale, have united in a way few ever expected. The Cabalist? A young boy with a big voice and an even bigger dream. Zuma Nesta Rock Rossdale, the middle son of pop icon Gwen Stefani and rock frontman Gavin Rossdale, is stepping into the spotlight. And not as a celebrity child, but as an artist forging his own path, with music in his DNA and the unwavering support of his uniquely blended family. Zuma's journey is already captivating fans across genres. From the twang of country to the edge of alternative rock to the sparkle of pop-punk glamour, the stars have seemingly aligned to nurture a new generation of musical talent. And in the center of it all is Zuma minus 13 years old, fearless and ready to make his own sound heard. This isn't just another celebrity kid tries show his headline. This is a story about healing, co-parenting, and the unifying power of music. A family divided and reunited through sound. There was a time when Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale shared stages, red carpets, and tender moments that played out under the scrutiny of a celebrity-obsessed culture. Their love story, two rock stars from opposite sides of the Atlantic, was an early 2000s fairy tale that unraveled painfully in the spotlight. Their divorce in 2015 made headlines not just because of their fame, but because of the emotional toll it seemed to take on their children. Zuma, then just 7 years old, was too young to grasp the headlines but old enough to feel the shift. Enter Blake Shelton, the Oklahoma-born country crooner and longtime coach on The Voice, who eventually became Gwen's partner and Zuma's stepfather. What began as a musical collaboration between coaches evolved into a romance that stunned and charmed the public. Their chemistry on and off screen was undeniable, but blending a family with such a high-profile past is no easy feat. And yet, years later, here they all are, united not in gossip, but in harmony, in support of the next generation. Zuma's passion for music has become a bridge between his worlds, bringing Gwen, Blake, and Gavin together in a display of unity that has fans and insiders alike cheering. Zuma finds his voice. For years, Zuma has remained largely out of the spotlight, occasionally spotted at red carpet events, family vacations, or on his parents' social media pages. But insiders say he's long been obsessed with music, not just listening to it, but making it. He's always had this intensity, one close family friend shared. He would sit at the piano for hours, trying to figure out songs by ear. He writes lyrics in notebooks. Music is in his bones. Those bones, of course, come from strong stock. Gwen's unique blend of ska, punk, and pop catapulted her to global superstardom with No Doubt and later as a solo artist. Gavin's gritty British rock legacy with Bush gave the world hits like Glycerine and Machine Head. And Blake? Well, Blake Shelton brings his own Southern charm and modern country influence to the table. Zuma, sources say, is all of it, rolled into one. He's experimenting, Gwen recently said during an impromptu red carpet interview. He's figuring it out. But he's got an ear that blows me away. And he's got something to say. As a mom, it's surreal and beautiful. Blake's role. He's got my guitar and my heart. Blake Shelton, who famously stepped away from The Voice to focus on family and his ranch life, has become an unexpectedly vital influence in Zuma's life. Not just as a stepfather, but as a mentor. He's got my guitar in my heart, Blake joked during a backstage interview at a recent Voice taping. When asked about Zuma's budding interest in country riffs, I'm just glad he doesn't mind hanging around a guy in boots and a cowboy hat. Behind the humor is a genuine connection. Insiders close to the family say Blake has spent countless hours teaching Zuma guitar chords, vocal warm-ups, and even music production basics. He never tried to be Gavin, one family source shared. He's just Blake. Honest, goofy, and always showing up. And Zuma respects that. It's a dynamic that has evolved naturally. Blake and Gwen have often spoken about their blended family successes and struggles, emphasizing that the kids always come first. Blake doesn't push, Gwen said in an earlier Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley interview. He listens. He's patient. That's why Zuma goes to him for advice. Zuma, according to those close to him, has taken a particular interest in merging genres, pulling from country twang, grunge depth, and pop melodies in a style that feels both new and nostalgic. He's not trying to be his parents, a studio insider noted. He's trying to be Zuma. And that's what makes it exciting. Gavin's response. Proud doesn't even cover it. While Blake is clearly a major influence in Zuma's present, Gavin Rossdale remains a steady and passionate force in his son's life. Gavin, who has had his own share of career ups and downs, recently surprised fans with a rare social media post praising his son's musical ambitions. Watching Zuma explore music is like watching a star form in real time, Gavin wrote. He's honest, fierce, and fearless in the way only young artists can be. Proud doesn't even cover it. The post, which included a short video of Zuma strumming an acoustic version of a Nirvana song, quickly went viral. Fans flooded the comments with encouragement and calls for a debut single. But perhaps more notable than the praise was Gavin's openness toward Blake's involvement. Blake and I are different men, Gavin said during a candid UK radio interview. But if he's nurturing my son's passion for music, how can I be anything but thankful? Co-parenting is about the child, not the parents' egos. It was a rare moment of humility and growth in a story that once seemed destined for permanent tension. But time, as it turns out, can heal more than wounds. It can build bridges. A family jam session to remember. In what might go down as one of the most iconic family moments in recent memory, Gwen shared a short video earlier this summer that sent fans into a frenzy. A living room jam session featuring Blake on guitar, Gavin on vocals, and Zuma leading with an original track he wrote himself. The clip, shared to Gwen's Instagram stories and since archived by fan pages, was brief, but powerful. Blake strummed gently, Gavin nodded along, and Zuma, standing at the center, delivered lyrics filled with youth, longing, and creativity far beyond his years. Social media lit up with reactions. "This is what co-parenting should look like," one tweet read. "Zuma's got the genes and the soul. Let's go, kid." Blake and Gavin playing together. Gwen deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. It was more than a musical moment. It was a visual testament to growth, forgiveness, and the healing power of art. What's next for Zuma? Industry whispers suggest that Zuma may be preparing for his first public performance later this year at a charity music event in Los Angeles. While no formal debut has been confirmed, there's speculation that he's been recording demo tracks at a private studio, with guidance from producers connected to both Gwen and Gavin's circles. But sources say the family is treading carefully. Gwen and Gavin are fiercely protective of Zuma. One producer close to the situation explained, "They're not trying to throw him into the spotlight. They want him to earn his moment, to feel proud, not pushed." Zuma, reportedly, is taking that responsibility seriously. He's been working with vocal coaches, developing songwriting skills, and studying classic albums from all three genres he's drawn to: pop, rock, and country. His heroes aren't just his parents, a friend noted. He's obsessed with legends: Johnny Cash, Kurt Cobain, David Bowie. He's not chasing fame. He's chasing authenticity. Gwen, the proud mom with a mic of her own. For Gwen Stefani, watching Zuma chase his passion is deeply personal. "I see myself in him," she said recently on a panel at The Voice. "But I also see Gavin, and even a little Blake. It's weird and beautiful. He's got this mix of styles and this totally original voice. I'm proud, but more than that, I'm inspired by him." Gwen's current stint on The Voice, now alongside husband Blake as a mentor guest, has also been a platform to speak about motherhood, music, and legacy. While she's clearly still a superstar, there's a softness in her voice now, a maternal fire that eclipses even her brightest stage lights. She's not chasing the charts anymore. She's chasing something pure, meaning, and watching her son find his own rhythm is part of that purpose. More than music, this story isn't just about guitars and garage rehearsals. It's about family, forgiveness, and a young boy bringing people together through something timeless. It's about Gwen Stefani, Blake Shelton, and Gavin Rossdale, three very different artists, bound not just by history, but by hope. And it's about Zuma, a teenager with wild hair, a sharp pen, and a heart full of music, reminding the world that art can build bridges even when people fall apart. The road ahead for Zuma Rossdale is unwritten. There will be pressure. There will be noise. But if this new chapter is any indication, he won't be walking it alone. He'll have Gwen's style, Gavin's edge, and Blake's soul. And, more than anything, the freedom to make music his way. Thanks for watching this video. And please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.